Hey everybody, it is Jeremy Reeves here, and today I'm doing a critique of AppAnalytics.io. Yeah, let's just get right into it, right? So when you come to their, let me make sure I'm on their homepage. Okay, this is their homepage. So the headline is, it's a little bit, I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller. As you can see, build a better mobile experience. So that really doesn't say or do anything. There's no benefit. There's no pain point, emotional touch point that they're hitting. So that really doesn't do anything. It doesn't clarify anything. So it doesn't tell me about what it is that they do or who they can help or really anything like that. So let's go to the subhead. So App Analytics is a solution you need for mobile application analytics. What we believe in technology is human touch matters. Again, so like it's kind of like that woo-woo language. It really, it doesn't really say anything. It's the solution you need for mobile application analytics. What does that mean? If I'm coming here, so touch heat map, gesture recognition, push notification analytics, in-app purchase analytics. So essentially, it helps, you know, behavior of your mobile app. I'm trying to figure out what it actually does. Essentially, I think it helps people that have mobile apps figure out what their users are actually doing, which and then those business owners can take that information and make changes to their website or their mobile app or whatever, and increase all their key metrics. So that's what it could do. It could be, the headline could be something more along the lines of, we make mobile apps more profitable. Something along those lines. So what does it actually do for the end user? What does it do for the person that's on this page thinking about buying it? Okay, so that's in terms of the copy and just the clarity of the page. That is one thing I would definitely change, and I'm not sure what's going on. For some reason, it keeps doing some kind of weird thing here. So let's go down. So touchy app analytics free. That's good. Base real time app analytics. All right, so again, like all the language on the website is very just it doesn't talk to the person that's reading it. It really doesn't say what's in it for the person, the benefit, or it doesn't get into any of the pain points that they're dealing with. There's kind of the two parts of that conversation that you want to have is, hey, you're dealing with X. Here's the problem you're facing right now, and here's how we can help you. The copy really isn't conveying either of those. All right, it's kind of just saying like, oh, hey, we have a couple cool features, and they're using very like kind of corporate language. It doesn't really say what you can actually do with that. Let's see. The layout is good. I like the layout, and the design is well done. 3 key points to get you started. Even something like this, to get you started. They're not quite there yet. In the buying process, they're not quite at that point where they're getting started. So like maybe 3 key points that make your life easier. Something like that. And I could probably come up with something a lot better than that. All right, so that's copy on the homepage. Let's do the features just to see really quick. Okay, so there's some good gesture recognition. Okay, and again, all these, I won't go through all of them, but all these, the main critique here would be to talk way more about the actual benefit to the end user. What does it do for you in terms of the way that you does it save you time? Does it save you money? Does it make you more money? Does it create a better experience for the person using the mobile app? Does it get you better rankings in the App Store? All those different things. What does it actually do? What is the end result that you get from this? Okay, and I'm not really seeing any of that in the copy here. All right, so let's just go and let's just click here, pricing. Okay, free trial, corporate. to me, it seems like a bit of a jump. Um, when I'm looking at this, it goes from free and it's 100,000 data samples and one application. And then the rest is all the same, it looks like. It might be missing. There might be one thing in here. No, the rest is all the same, I think. For some reason, this one goes down one more. I don't know why. Oh, because this is higher. So this is all the same except for the data samples and the applications. Okay, so I don't, understand exactly what it is. So I'm not sure, what the data samples are and the applications and all that. So maybe that makes sense. To me, it's just a little bit of a jump. I think the free should maybe have less in here because it looks like the juxtaposition here isn't all that great. It's when you're going from the free to the paid version, you want to have a nice big jump. In the paid version, you get a lot more features in the paid version than the free. And I'm not quite getting that here, but that also might just be because I don't maybe the data samples are extremely important, and that's like the big thing here. And the applications. All right, so yeah, okay, freaking last questions, that's good. Yeah, they definitely need better copy on the page, I can tell you that much. Anyway, let's go to sign up for free. Let's see how that is. So click sign up, create your account now. First name, last name, company name, email, password, confirm password. One of the things I would recommend here is splitting this up into two forms. Okay, so the first one would be first name. I would say first name and email. Okay, and you just get that. Okay, that's step one of the form. Once they fill that out, then they go to a second page, and it's like complete your profile or whatever to get started, or let's customize your account. Okay, so if you can see the difference that's going on here, let's customize your account, fill in the rest of this form, and that's last name, company name, password. Okay, and then essentially you have the two steps, and the reason that you do that is because when you come here and you see this big block that you have to fill out, that's going to deter a lot of people. Okay, they don't want to put in their company name and create a password and all that kind of stuff. It's a lot of hassle. So when you have it in the two different steps like that, you can do the first name and then email. You capture that, and then anybody who doesn't fill out the second form, you can create follow-up sequences that go out and say, hey, you forgot to fill out step number 2. We still have to personalize your account or whatever. So that's why you do that, is because the end result is that you get a lot more people signing up, because it reduces the friction on this page, on the sign up page, and kind of splits it up into two pages. But then you can follow it up with people who don't fill out the second form. Okay, the end result there is pretty much always better conversions overall for the sign up. All right. And then, what you can do, I haven't gone through their back end, but, some of the things they can do based on the overall everything else that I'm seeing, they probably don't have it in place. I'm going to say when people sign up, they should absolutely have some kind of follow-up sequence because, this is something that it's a software. People need to use it in order to want it, if that makes sense. So what you want to do is essentially create called kind of like a consummation sequence, right? It's a product consummation, and that essentially means they consume the product, which obviously they don't eat the product, but they consume it in terms of like they actually use it. Okay, so what you want to do is create a follow-up sequence, email follow-up sequence that gets people to actually use the product, okay, and get it infused into their life, because a lot of the people that aren't buying this, and this is just over, in any kind of software, a lot of the people who aren't buying it because they never used it, not because it's not a good product. I don't know if it's a good product. I'm assuming it is. It looks like it is, just from the the pictures and stuff like that, and from what I can tell that it does. But the people who sign up and aren't buying it because they're not using it. So the more people you get to use it, if you increase the people that you get to actually go in there and set it up properly, you're going to probably increase your sales by that amount of people. So if you get 20%, you probably increase your sales by about 20%. If you get 50%, increase sales by about 50%. So that's going to be a really, really, really important one. Another one is once people buy it, doing some stick strategies to keep them in the funnel, or to keep them, as customers, to keep them using it, to keep them, you have to add in those little, I don't know what you would call them, but kind of like little pain points here and there. Whereas, the more that this software gets infused into their life, the more that it becomes part of what they do every day, the less likely they are to cancel. So your retention rate is going to go way, way, way up. So anyway, yeah, that's a couple things that we can do here with this way. I hope everybody enjoyed the little critique here. I think they definitely have a lot of stuff, stuff on pretty much every page that they can do to increase conversions and sales, and even increase retention, and everything throughout the entire funnel. So it's kind of one of those things where it's a good start. It looks like they're doing good. I have no idea. But the layout is nice. The design is really it's very professional, and it's easy to read. The copy isn't exactly easy to read, but the layout is done very well. So yeah, they have an okay start, but a lot of improvement that can be had here. So depending on where they get their traffic, if they're doing any kind of cold traffic, I can pretty much guarantee it's not converting very well unless their targeting is extremely on. With warm traffic, maybe they do like I don't know, whatever they do, and maybe they're doing good with more warm traffic. But yeah, with paid traffic, I have a feeling it's not doing all that well, because it's kind of hard to understand exactly what it does. But anyway, hope you enjoy this, and I will talk to you again soon.